A new home for Maizzy. It was the day after Thanksgiving, and Granka slept late because eating too much makes her sleepy. Once the sun was up, though, she opened her eyes and remembered. "This is the day, this is the day," she exclaimed. She was so excited that she jumped out of bed wearing only her pajamas and ran out to the driveway to wake up Minnie Pearl. It's a good thing it was very and Granka's neighbors couldn't see her. Minnie Pearl, wake up and get ready because today is the day," shouted Granka. Minnie Pearl opened her eyes real wide and gave a little honk and then scratched her hood because cars don't have heads. "I hope this means we're going on a road trip, Granka," said Minnie, "because I love road trips." "Oh, Minnie," said Granka, "today's the day we go to the animal sanctuary to find a dog to go on our road trips with us." Minnie smiled a little. Just thinking about road trips always made her happy. "What's an animal sanctuary?" she asked. Granka explained to Minnie that an animal sanctuary is a place where cats, dogs, horses, and donkeys and other animals stay while they're waiting to find new homes. "Oh, something like the car lot you got me from?" asked Minnie Pearl. Granka smiled and said, "Well, yeah, something a lot like that, Minnie." "Now get your fog lights ready while I go get dressed and have breakfast, because it's a bit of a drive through the country to the animal sanctuary," said Granka. In a few minutes they were headed down the road. They drove for about an hour through little towns called Olathe, Delta, and Crawford. It was less foggy when they got to the country, near the sanctuary. Granka dug out her directions, and Minnie tuned up her GPS. Pretty soon they took a curvy dirt road past the horses and donkeys, and off in the distance there were lots and lots of big pens with dogs in them. "Ah, we found the right road," said Granka, sounding a little relieved. When they got there, a lady named Cheryl came out and greeted them. She was assigned to find just the right dog for Granka. They went into a big building with lots of different dogs. Minnie waited outside, of course. Cheryl knew Granka was looking for a small dog, and so she took Granka into a couple of cages to meet the dogs. And there were dogs, I tell you. There was every size and shape of dog you can imagine in those cages. In the first cage was a cute little brown dog who seems happy enough to meet Granka. She was quiet and liked to chase her tail. She had a funny little short-legged, long-bodied dog with pointy ears. Cheryl told Granka that this dog had lived with cats before, so they thought she might be just the right match. After they looked in a few more cages, Cheryl had Granka sit in a little chair, and she went and got two dachshund dogs that jumped all over Granka and barked a lot. They were really lively little things, and Granka was afraid they would scare her cats, so she told Cheryl she would take the little brown dog with pointy ears. When Granka came out, Cheryl and the little dog, Minnie Pearl winked a little. Only Granka noticed, of course. "I think Minnie likes this little dog too," thought Granka, so they tied the little dog's leash to Minnie's seatbelt, and away they went, back up the windy road and through the little towns. On the way home, Granka asked Minnie, "What should I name her?" Minnie thought for a minute and said, "I think Minnie Pearl's a good name for her." Granka laughed because she would not be able to keep straight if they both had the same name. "Oh, Minnie," she said, "you're named for my grandma, Minnie Pearl. My grandma always kept me safe when I was little, just like you keep me safe. That name is just for you, not for the new dog." Minnie got real quiet for a moment, and then she smiled so big that Granka was afraid her hood would pop open. "Minnie," said Granka, "be careful. I don't want your belts to fall out on the dirt road." Minnie reassured Granka that she was just smiling. "But I have a name for our dog," said Minnie. "I think we should name her after your grandkids, Maya and Isaac." "That's a cool idea, Minnie, but she only needs one name," replied Granka. They both thought as they drove down the road with the little dog sound asleep in Minnie's passenger seat. Minnie tried hard not to hit any bumps because she liked the little creature and wanted her to snooze peacefully. But then all of a sudden Minnie let out a loud and crazy honk. "I have it," she proclaimed happily. "I have a name for the pup." "Oh?" asked Granka. "What is it?" "Maizzy, spelled like Daisy but pronounced like Maya and Isaac, whose nickname is Izzy. Put together," shouted Minnie Pearl. "I like it a lot," said Granka. "Plus," she added, "if you are named for my grandma and she is named for my kids, it's like you're related. Let's see, you would be Maizzy's great-great-grandmother. Minnie Pearl laughed because cars can't be great-great-grandmothers to dogs. Soon they were home, and Maizzy settled right into her little space in the laundry room. Maizzy liked her new little bed and enjoyed playing with Granka a little. They had so much fun getting to know one another that they hardly noticed the spies at first. Then Granka got an odd feeling, like she was being watched. She was the first one to notice the little spies on the stairs. When she turned around to see who was watching, she saw a big fluffy gray tail disappear around the corner. She watched for a few more minutes, still playing with Maizzy. Pretty soon, little gray ears popped around the corner. Then, ever so slowly, 2 4-pawed spies with very puffy tails crept cautiously toward the little doggy gate. "Oh, Sage and Galveston," said Granka, "you're curious and scared all at the same time. Look at your tails. You don't make very good spies when your tails are like big dust mops on your rear ends. I can see you a mile away." Sage and Galveston looked away, as if they had no idea what Granka was talking about. Maizzy didn't seem to mind the little spies, and Granka felt happy because she knew that would help the cats feel safer around a dog. Those little dachshunds would be barking their heads off, thought Granka, as she gave Maizzy a small pat on the head. The next morning, Granka went downstairs to the laundry room first thing to get Maizzy. She noticed the spies had been down to visit because the milk bones were all knocked over on the stand near Maizzy's bed. I have a feeling Curious Sage has been fishing around in the milk bone, thought Granka. When Maizzy got upstairs, the spies got real silly. They all crept down the hallway together, all 5 of them, and they peered around the corner into the kitchen. That's where Granka was exercising and the new little dog was sleeping. "5 spies with feather dusty tails," laughed Granka. Those spies tried so hard to act innocent that Granka burst out laughing. Then they all tucked their ears behind their heads and they ran back down the hallway a little, acting like they weren't curious at all. By the next week, though, the cats relaxed, well, pretty much anyway, and they all sat under the kitchen table together with Maizzy and watched Granka do her exercise. Granka went around and patted them each on the head because she was proud of them for getting along so well. When she got to Sage, however, she did notice her breast smelled a little like milk bone. That's the moment Granka knew for sure that Maizzy would become part of the family. The end.